with Chris, do you think, next week?
Well, what I think probably doesn't matter, but I'm hoping next week.
Is this, I mean, maybe they'll all be a test, but you got a team coming in with 3-7-1 guys. Is this sort of a measure?
They play them all at the same time?
One at a time. But
okay,
they play them all.
That's good. That's good.
One went for 26.
That's good. That's 21 feet, right? So, no, go ahead.
Yeah, how do you do that? 21 feet? Do you go small against that?
Yeah, we're going to go like 1.5 feet. Yes. No, I mean, we've got to play our game. Again, they have their strengths, and obviously, protecting the rim and rebounding and all that is more. So we'll have to spread them out and try to make it a weakness if we can, and try to insert our will on them. If they insert their will, they win. So that's just kind of the nature of the game.
Mike, 10 or so years ago when P.J. Tucker was trying to break in the NBA, he was too small or whatever.
Usually they blame it on too small, but usually you're not too good.
or whatever.
But anyway, I got you.
Did he change or did the game change?
Well, I think the game definitely changed. Now you got to give him. He made himself a player. Probably couldn't shoot when he came out, I'm guessing, and now he shoots the ball really well. And then he just, I'm sure he always hustled and always worked it. But he went to Europe for a few years and worked on his game and got it to where he's good. Now the game has changed. He's really important now. Before he might have been a role player, but now he's a major player.
You know what it's like to go play in Europe. I mean, I think you played for a team one year that folded the next, and they bounced back and forth between Israel and stuff like that. How big of a grind is that for a young player to be in different countries and trying to make it that way?
It's a grind. It's you worry about what you're going to do in the future, but at the same time, it's an unbelievable, great opportunity to live in Europe, and off the court, it's great, and you have to take advantage of that. So, no matter for your life, it's good because I think it rounds you out as an individual and makes you a better person. But future-wise, you worry about, will I ever get back to the NBA? Do I just stick with it? Do I go get a job? So you got a lot of decisions to make. But I think it builds or reveals character, and the guys that have it stick it out and they get better. And now we have what we got. We got PJ on the team's done it. James Donnelly's done it. I don't know if anybody else real quick, but it's not a bad way to go.
When you came back from Europe, did you dress like PJ too? Same.
I didn't have that flair that he had. He must have been in countries that I didn't quite. I was only in Italy where fashion is, just kind of not important. Yeah.
Mike, yesterday PJ said that when we asked him after a tough loss, do you worry about kind of a hangover effect of his team? Just not have that hangover effect. It's not the way they are. Is that something coming from you? Is it in their DNA? How do you after coming off a really tough loss?
Yeah, but we've had some other tough losses, so surely we understand where we are. That's gone. There's nothing you want to do to change. And we talk about it, but every individual is different, and they'll treat it differently. But we got a national televised game against the Lakers, and where we are, and we're on the brink of maybe getting Chris back pretty soon. So all these wins are important. So I would hope no, and I trust my guys that no, it won't bother us.
Is that something that because of your experience, you can help these guys get away, or can that be overstated?
So kind of overstated a little bit. I don't worry about bouncing back from a tough loss. I worry about having a good win and then a lesser team coming in. Mm-hmm. That's the one that's tricky to me.
When you guys had a lot of trouble with Jared Allen early in the game, he was just sort of getting let loose, and then it got corrected.
Right.
Was that, the nature of things going forward, or there were corrections and breakdowns that had to
No, there were breakdowns. We had to talk about it. We didn't communicate, and we didn't switch properly. And, it's funny, and we look at it, and then you think, well, see, on the floor almost all the time we had a guy that, matter of fact, I substituted Nene in one time, and I go get Nunnally, and he goes, who? So I'm the new guy. Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, So we always had a guy that just walked into our locker room. We had a couple a rookie that's, still learning his way on the floor. We had Austin, who's really never had a full practice with us. He's been here, but not. So there are going to be mistakes like that and then we had Eric just coming back after 2 weeks and not playing. So we just had communication problems, and we didn't, and they exploited them. Their speed hurt us a little bit at the beginning. We adjusted to it, and we communicated better, and it kind of took care of the problem.
Is it very similar to what you face tomorrow?
Well, they're going to do everything ramped up, yeah, and hopefully we're ready for it.
Is there a different approach that it's a national televised game for you?
I'm going to dress a little bit better. Other than that, no. Right.
I'm sorry, just kind of going back. That same small lineup, and, you know, you feel like some of the guys that you were just talking about, Gary Clark, maybe James Nunnally, are they better prepared for it than in that rush to adjust the other night?
Yeah, I think they're better. They will be. I mean, watch film, talk to them, and the extra day is an extra day. We'll have to see how we want to go. I mean, and again, we don't, you know, Nene will play. We just have to pick the time and space given. We will be small, some, and then if we're not, we'll be big. So I think it's just we'll have to read the game.
Can he go more than the 16
No.
to?
No, we don't want to do that because that, you know, then we lose him for a month. That's not good. So we're not going to do that.
And so you just have to pick which 7-footer you want him on. Was that what
Correct.
happened last game? You decided
Correct.
Ed Davis was the way to go.
Correct. Yep. And we'll do the same thing.
Thank you.